Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marta, I come from Norway and I love makeup, and today I am very excited because a couple of days ago I got a PR package from Glam Shop. I already did a video where I filmed like the unboxing and trying out some different products from that, but today I am going to be showing you guys this new purple palette that they have. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this in Polish because I do not know how to like say the WRZ, like that sound. I don't know how it is but I think it's called Heather in English, and it's just the most beautiful purple palette with so much depth in it. You can like see this deep matte right here. You have some lighter toned mattes, and you also have like more medium toned mattes. This one has shimmers in it, but they don't really stick. I'm going to show you guys that afterwards. And then we have like this inner corner shade. We have a regular shimmer but with some gorgeous sparkles in it, and a deeper red to orange but kind of also like a burgundy type of shimmer, and a gorgeous holographic one in the middle. So this palette definitely has a lot of different options and you can do so many different looks with it, which I just love. So I'm just going to show you guys the swatches of this palette first, and then I will go into a tutorial where I do this look that I'm wearing right here. So let's do the swatches first. So that is the whole Heather palette swatched out, and this is just like I know Glam Shop formulas to be. It's super pigmented, and like I just really like this palette. It has so much depth. Like look at that last matte, like that is what I call a deepening shade. It's amazing. So I'm also showing this one with the flash on the side, and you can see the first iridescent one is like very like a subtle shimmer, but I mean it is also sparkly but it's just a really cute shade. And the second one has some glitters to it, like not actual like plastic glitters, but it is slightly sparkly even though it has like a very opaque metallic base. And then I love these two mattes, and then of course we have the hollow shade. This one is so intense, you guys, and you can see it when I swatched it that it would just keep going when I swatched it. So they're just so creamy. I personally don't like mattes with glitters in them, but I mean this one did seem to be quite pigmented. I'll just have to try to use it. And then we have like this almost reddish, yeah, I don't know, it's a red color kind of, but with a berry undertone, and then you can see that little hint of orange shift to it. And yeah, that is the purple palette. So this is definitely an exciting palette to me. So for the look that I'm doing with this palette, I haven't really thought it out too much. I just know that I'm going to start out with this in the outer crease, then I will be trying this matte with glitter just to see like how does it work. I think I'll just try to pat it on the lid or something and see how that works. And then I'll just use a variation of these colors, and I'll probably just end up using the hollow shade for my lid, and of course the lightest here for the inner corner. As you can see, I did add some regular tape here just so that I can get a crisp line, and I'm going to be using my Glam Shop 022 brush just because I love how detailed it is. And I'm just going to apply this deepest shade Amethyst in the absolute outer corner here. And I kind of want a look with a lot of depth, but I also don't want it to be too smoky. So I'm going to try to not blend this out way too much. So I can rather use those medium toned or lighter colors to actually blend out this shade. So I'm just like buffing the edges very, very gently. And also when I do this, I like to go a little bit more up because I want to follow the shape of my actual eye. So as you can see, I did add this deepest shade like a little bit further than the middle of my eye, and I did not add it high up at all, just so I can get that depth right over where my crease goes. And then I'll work on the blend from there. And I'm dragging this one towards the middle just because that shimmer that I want to use is quite deep. And then I always like to have my crease shades deeper than the lid shade. So maybe I'll go in with one of the other shimmers for the absolute inner part here, but other than that, I really like how this shape is turning out. And yes, I am wearing my headphones and listening to music while I'm doing my makeup. So I will say that this shade is blending out so beautifully. Obviously I didn't work too much on the blending right now just because I will be going over with the lighter shades, but I think that this is a shade that you could actually blend out by itself, which is kind of impressive for a deep, deep purple shade. But I'm just going to leave this shade like this, and now I have that depth that I really want, so I'll just finish off the other eye as well and see what kind of shade I will go in with. So just to see how this matte with glitter performs, oops, I'm going to use my Kaleidos Makeup S5 brush, which is like a detailed blending brush, and I'm just going to try to pack this onto my lid here just to see, like, do the glitter specks stick or do they just brush away? Okay, so the color itself is like really beautiful, but like as you can see, it's just like I have like glitter specks just all over the look. They're not sticking down clearly. So if I just continue to like brush, it's just going to brush away, and I don't see the point of shades like that. I'm just going to take whatever is left on my brush and just add right here on top here, just because this one is the only true medium purple, I feel like. Wow, it's so pigmented. I didn't even add anything more and it's still like bam. So as you can see, it was so pigmented that even though I had already packed everything on my lid, it was just keep on going here. So I'm going to try to like make sure that it doesn't get like way more blown out than this, because I did want it to be like more like this and just like a slight blend. So am I going to go for something more cool toned with this one, or should I go for something a little bit warmer? I think I'll go for this lightest one just because I feel like I need that to calm down this look. I feel like I always do this. Like I say, I don't want it too smoky and then it turns up, what, smoky. But I love the mattes, like the lighter mattes. Like look how much I got just from tapping into it. Like obviously these are super soft and you will get both kick up and fallout, but oh my god, this just keeps on going. So darn pigmented. Like you can definitely see that it's like covering up the deepest shades here, which is just really impressive. That's why I'm considering if I should buy like all the rest of the transition mattes that they have in singles, just because I love them so much, and they have like a bunch of those more neutrally pink ones. So now that you see that I've been like working a little bit on the edges here, I will be going into this part, but here I can like pick up a little bit of the deeper ones, so you don't want to do that before you do the light part there. and I'm already so happy with how this is looking. Obviously I want to blend a little bit more. Like in real life this looks like so good, but I can see that the line of like the deeper shade is a little bit more like visible, I guess you could say, on camera or in my monitor, so I'll probably just work a little bit more with that. I don't know if I need to even add any more color or if I should just like keep on blending here just to kind of like rub off the lightest shade and blend them more together. But I'll just continue working on that and do the other eye, and I'll be ready to go in with a shimmer. So I'll be using I don't even know if I need a glitter glue. I mean, I guess I could use the Glam glue because that is quite drying, because the holographic shades are so creamy. I don't think you'd like actually need a glitter glue, but I'll just use the Glam glue. So I have the Glam glue all over my lid. I'm just going to tap off like the excess, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Annette right here. I always think of Annette's Makeup Corner when I see this shade, but I know her name is with 2 N's. So I'm just going to like start on the outer parts right here. Their hollows are just so creamy and pigmented, so I'm sure this one would have like applied really beautifully alone without any glitter glue, but you know, I just always like to use it just to avoid any fallout and stuff that you might get during the day. Ooh, you can just so see the hollow particles. I'm just going to go in with my finger for the rest. I just love how these shades are just so creamy, so when you tap it like this, you see that you get this like a really nice blown out shimmer. And that's just something I really appreciate. I'm finally going to rip off this tape as well because I don't need it anymore. So what I usually do with this is like I might clean up the line a little bit, because sometimes, because my skin naturally dips in there, it might be like a little bit weird, but I mean, I think this looks quite good. Now I'm just going to go in with the shade Sandy now and just do my lower lash line, because I did add the Smashbox Primer already all around my eye. So I'm just going to let this meet right here, because I did add that deepest shade where the tape was earlier. So I'm just going to add this and kind of like blend them together a bit. Okay, so this is not looking the best right here. I'm just taking a dry cotton pad, and like I'm obviously going to remove this later anyway. Now I'm just going to take this middle shade here. It's like a purpley, like a lavender shade with almost like green sparkles. And I'm taking this rough, like it's a very hard blending brush. And I added my Glam glue here, so I'm just going to add this on top because I love like a metallic or satin shade. So now I'm going to do my face makeup, and I'll just pop in that lightest shade Queen for my inner corner and show you the close-up. So that was the finished look close up, and I love how these shadows performed. The mattes were beautiful, they were pigmented, they blended so nicely, and of course the shimmers are just stunning. I find the inner corner shade that I used, shade Queen, is quite like subtle, but it has like this beautiful glow to it, which I just really like. And like for the matte with these shimmer particles in it, it applied like a regular matte really, but like the glitters just dust off, so it's completely unnecessary in my opinion. I don't really understand why we have so many brands coming out with mattes with glitter or like shimmer particles in it. Like if anyone likes them, please let me know why and like how you use them, because I don't see the point in it when they just fall off anyway. But all the other shades I really enjoyed. Like this one was the only one that I didn't use, and this one is beautiful. It has like a red to orangey shift, and the rest of them, like this one has a gorgeous like I can see the green shimmery particles in it, which is just so beautiful. This one is obviously beautiful because it's holographic, and yeah, the mattes were just amazing. Like, they're really, really good. As for the rest of my look, I ended up using my Glam Shop cheek product. So I have my contour powder, my bronzer, and my blushes from them. I'll leave the names down below in my description box. And my highlighter is the Halogen one from their Swietlowka palette. It's just the most beautiful highlight. It's like my favorite because it's like so... It's like glittery, but in a good way, because you can like just buff it down and you just have this like super beaming highlight, and I just love how purple it is. It's like a purple highlight, but it also shifts to like this pinky purpley shade, so I just really enjoy that one. And for my lips I used my Colourpop Lippie pencil in the shade Oh Snap, which is more of like a pinky toned one, and I just added it all over the lip, and then I went in with my Lucid lip from Kaleidos makeup that they gifted me, because that is like a gorgeous like pinky toned your lips but better lipstick. The lashes I use are the Visofree A12 lashes, which are like really dramatic, but I do love them, especially for like smoky looks like this and with all the sparkles. I just love it. So I really love the look that I get when I use the tape for like sharpening up the outer corners here, because I don't know, I just feel like it fits my eye and it just makes them look more like snatched, and yeah, I just really like that look. I'm just so grateful to Glam Shop for gifting me this palette in PR. I love this one even more than the other purple one I have. I've already filmed with it, but I still haven't done the swatches, so it's like weeks ago since I filmed with it and I haven't uploaded it yet, but I will also be finishing up that video very soon, so you can also see that one, but I definitely recommend this one before that one because it has just even more depth, and I just loved all the mattes and the shimmers are great. And I think that's it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. As you know, if you've been here before, I have a lot of content on Glam Shop, but I also do a lot of single shadows content with my custom palettes and that kind of stuff. So stay tuned if you want to see that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!